Timberwolves continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. And the dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Conley's shot is off.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Here's White. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Now, here's McDaniels. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a luxury to run pick and rolls with Porzingis. And he can roll to the basket or pop out for that jump shot.
Gobert in the corner. And finished off by Gobert.
Assisted. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now here's Towns. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. And that one's good. Towns.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Pass to White. Celtics passing it around. There's Brown with the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Inside. McDaniels with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Towns wide open. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go. Baseline J on the way. Tatum gets the bucket.
That's what makes Tatum so dangerous. Offensively, he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective.
Conley with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Pass to Conley. Back to Towns. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Porzingis. Here's White. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Pass to Horford. Here's Tatum. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Stolen by Tatum. To the paint. Shot from 6. Cornette can't get it to go. That's a 2 from Towns. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Timberwolves lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
Edwards, no good.
Yeah, he tried to adjust, but he got smothered. Good defense.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
The first free throw is good. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy ones.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Here's McDaniels, and it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor, Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots. Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Pick by Reed. Three-pointer, buries it from three-point range. Reed's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys.
Substitution on the court.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Here's Dillingham. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Out to the wing. To the inside. Here's Edwards. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Towns. He's got 7. Now here's Reed. And it's good, 2 points. Reed's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Back to Ingles. And Reed has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Reed's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Timberwolves. Over in the corner, White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Timberwolves leading by 7. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Takes the three, and he's good on the three ball.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. .115 left in the first half. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to White. And Horford wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Conley. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by White. Pass to Reed. Alexander Walker on the wing. Kept alive. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Reed. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. Gobert, the screen. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still in.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last. Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Mr. Gobert, too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Minnesota shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Celtics trailed by 4. Outside Holiday. It's White on the wing. Back to Holiday. Gobert with the block. Edwards drawing the double team. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Edwards. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. The 3 from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Right side, Conley. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
To the middle. Here's White. And here's Brown outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 8-point game. that bucket in no time at all. 10 points for Porzingis.
And the soft touch for a guy Porzingis' size. He shoots it so well from the mid-range.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. Left side, Horford. And a miss there on the triple.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Conley, and it's good off the back rim and in. Conley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves. Horford from outside. And they'll get another chance. Out to the right wing. Misses the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
For Minnesota, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Towns for 3. Good on the triple. Towns has got 10 points in the quarter.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Porzingis can't hit.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA. Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Celtics trail by 14. Tatum on the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Down low. Here's Cornette. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Cornette's got his first points of the game. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Celtics trailed by 15. Here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
Conley gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
The three from Tatum. Reed with the rebound. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And how about the game from Towns? So the combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
Outside Tatum. Here's Hauser for three. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Conley gets the bucket.
Great recognition there from Conley. He saw an opening and took it.
Outside Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Releases to the left side wing. And here we go with Horford running up the court. Pass to Pritchard. Now Tatum. Out left to the wing. There's the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Right wing. Now here's Reed. 5 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Pritchard. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Timberwolves leading by 13 to the right side. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Basket good. 8 points for Jaden McDaniel.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Substitution on the court.
Edwards drawing the double team. Over to the left wing. Back to Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Conley.
And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The shot by Holiday, no good. And the Timberwolves with possession. They lead by 17. And it's sent back by White. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Here's Edwards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Stan Van...